What is going on, y'all? It's Scotty, and it's Gection tier list time. Oh my gosh, what did I forget right here? Let's see. Yeah, I kind of forgot to make a tier, or to make a tier right here. What do I call this middle one? Annoying, I guess. Alright, so we got the tier list here for Gection. We have terrorist, slut, annoying, alright, cool I guess, and defecation. Alright. Wait, let me get my phone real quick. Give me 1 sec. I know this is not. Alright, I had to check something real quick. So let's start with how we normally do this. Oh, by the way, I am by myself, and I'm going to speedrun this a little bit because this should be out. I want to get this out before the character comes out. But we already know what Bulma does. We know her specs and all that stuff. But yeah, we have Super Saiyan Goku. He's annoying. I feel like as of right now, he's not what the other DPSs are. He hasn't been nerfed this season, but at least I don't think he has. No, I think he might have at like the beginning, but he's just okay. I think the biggest carry is Super Start and Skill 1. But if you don't have that, I mean, he's kind of just okay to use. Like he's a good DPS. Like I feel like he's like the definition of a annoying DPS. Next is Piccolo, who I also think is annoying. I think Piccolo might be a little bit better because his special beam, like it just does too much damage. His special beam is just not. It's not fair. I'm gonna be real. It's not fair. His skill 1 hits like a fucking nuclear bomb. But other than that, he's not too scary unless they're like. It's like the player. If the Piccolo player is good, they're probably good with other DPSs. But yeah, Piccolo, he's pretty annoying if you can't get to him, but if you can like get to him and like burst him down, or if you guys have someone that jumps him, he's just okay. So I put him in annoying. Frieza is straight defecation. Skill 1 is good for him, I guess, but yeah, you lose that Zarbon. What are you supposed to do? Like, I have no clue. I feel like Baby is cool. Same thing with like Zamasu. These two guys are just cool. The two combos you run with Baby is Deborah, Topo, and Vegito. And I mean, he's kind of just there to make like bad DPSs, and then obviously Vegito like pretty good or just usable. But other than that, like he's not. I just wish he was tanky, like an actual tank. Zamasu's a lot. I want to say better, but he's more like he's. I guess I can call him. He's better now. Maybe I put him in ball right. No. Yeah, I can put him in ball right for now. I feel like he doesn't excel at anything. Like his healing is very good, but all tanks heal to some extent, so his heal is kind of just and his damage is nothing. So but Superstar, he's pretty good, I'll give you that. Now we have Oob. This is my main now, after they kept nerfing this guy. Oob is a slut. He's stupid. I'm not gonna put him in terrorist tier, even though I think he needs to be nerfed. I'm not gonna do it because there's some characters that are actual like genuine terrorists on this team and that need to be nerfed, and he's not one of them. I do think he should be nerfed, but I don't think it's like if you don't nerf him right now, this game sucks, something like that. So yeah, his skill 3 is pretty good. It still has 3 dashes, so he's a good character. Kind of underrated because most people are playing like their God Gokus and all that stuff, who again, those guys are getting nerfed next season, or not next season, tomorrow, next patch. But it is what it is. Next we have is Kuririn. He's just alright. I feel like he doesn't excel at many things. His disrupt like this is Legends, but like his obscures and obscure like this is Legend again. His fucking CC where he like fucking blinds people. His blind is good, but other than that, it's like I don't know, man. Like there's some people that are providing more, like 17. I mean, even like Kid Gohan. You know, obviously like Frieza and stuff. So I feel like he's just Deborah right now with these two guys, I'd put him in cool. I think these two together make them like actually a decent combo. Late game they fucking suck though. So as long as you just steamroll and you don't ever get to late game, you should be fine. But if you get to late game, then you know just GG. GG go next. They didn't really change much about him. He's still just you have to jump through hoops to get that petrification gauge though. Next is Boo. I feel like he's cool. Like he's not good. Not this season at least. Last season he was amazing. This season he can't tank. His heals just kinda because we have a healing divine draw now, so he's kinda just why would you use him? Just use somebody else that has like a big AoE like Kid Boo or something. So yeah, he's alright. Like he's not like dookie, but he's just not yeah, you know. And then we have 18, who's just not a character at all. She doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess she's good early game, but who cares? Because as soon as Super Saiyan 3 comes in, she's imploding. She takes so much damage. She can't. I mean, her damage output is pretty decent, but like it's. And this is coming from a point where I've gotten over 100k battle power on almost all the DPSs. There's 3 DPS that I haven't got it on. And one of them is this kid, another one is this kid, and the last one is this kid. And for Piccolo and Bojack, I'm just really bad with the character. Same thing with God Goku. God Goku's a lot harder to use because I play solely on mobile. I only play mobile, so it's a lot harder for me to do that. But next is Khalifa. I feel like she's annoying. She's fallen. Her ult cooldown is kind of killing her. I mean, she's good now. I mean, every tank is technically good because they have that fucking Tao Pai Pai, which is getting nerfed tomorrow. But as of right now, she's kind of like her one way of getting the provoked. It's alright. She still takes a lot of damage even with that up though. I don't know. I guess they just love pumping out damage nowadays. Like everyone just melts. Next is Cooler, who I think is actually a slut. He would be in the slut tier. Cooler's that no vanish, and when he gets retaliation on his skill 3 to like grab somebody like Cell does, that's pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, you just run in with Cooler, pop your what's it called? Your no vanish and that stuff. I mean, his I-beams are decent, they do decent damage, but mostly it's his skill 2 and 3. And then, you just Tao Pai Pai out, which everyone uses that, so, is what it is. Next is Bojack. I feel like he's cool, I guess. He doesn't really do much. The best part about him is his no vanish on skill 3. But there's just so many ranged characters that outrange him. Super Saiyan 3, God Goku, those guys, and they just do so much damage. And you have no movement options to get out. Like you're forced to run double vanish with him basically, because you're going to get caught out and you're going to die. So he's just cool to me. I don't really think he's that good. I'm gonna be real. And you don't really see him that much in high tier play. I'm not even that high. I'm like, what am I, like top 3,000 or something? I'm not even that high. So next is Kid Gohan. He's annoying. His buffs are annoying. They're definitely toned down. He's just not used as much. His stuns are good. is the only problem is I think the divine draws are working against him. Boosted skill 1 does nothing for him because Masenko hits like a feather. The healing is pretty decent, I guess, but again, it does nothing for him because he has no like AoEs, so he's not going to be the one benefiting or helping out the team with that. But you know, defense up in the like what's it called? Blast defense up when he goes into the barrier. That's pretty good. He's just an annoying little rat character. That's basically how I see him as. Next is Trunks, who was getting another buff next season or next patch. Same thing with 18. These guys are getting buffed. I think he's in bar right. He just has his health, man. He takes so much damage. This man's health. He does a lot of damage though. I'm not gonna lie. The damage is pretty good. They're increasing his skill 1 damage, which is just, it's gonna be crazy. I want his skill 3 to actually be usable because that shit is ass. It takes forever to come back and it's fucking useless. That shit, it's terrible. But I did use Trunks. I used a lot of these DPS. I think the DPS I used the least, probably Kefla. No, it might have been 18. I think 18 was the one I used the least. Cause I got my over 100,000 battle power, and I got out with her. I think I did like 2 batches or something with her. So I did not use her that much. But yeah, who was I talking about again? Oh, Trunks. Yeah, I feel like Trunks is he's decent. His, again, skill 1, that skill 1 boost is kind of like where he's at in Super Start, but off of that, like, you really don't want him to use it for like healing attack or anything. Now Super Saiyan Vegeta, I feel like he's also bar right. Not there. I think he's bar right. And I feel like it's because of he actually has AoEs that could heal others, especially for the healing attack. His damage is decent enough. And he has ways to gain his armor back without, like, while in the fight. So I feel like he's just a good DPS, but I mean, not DPS, a good tank. But there's, you know, just some better tanks in the meta. You can just, like, you know, hop out of his skill 2 if you need to. His skill 3 you have to be close to, which again, that's really bad if you're going up against, you know, Super Saiyan 3, or if you're going up against God Goku. Those are the 2 main culprits. Next is Mini Goku. He's annoying. He got nerfed. Probably the top of annoying. I still think he's better than these 2. Not by much, but his ult, he nukes. He still nukes no matter what. Even if he lost his, you know, 3 skill gauges and they nerfed his skill 3 like 50 billion times. Again, these two Gokus have been through a lot. Well, you have another Goku who just they sure do love him, but and him. But anyway, these two Gokus kind of got the short end of the stick, but it's understandable, I guess. They really don't want you to have extreme hypermobility, but then they gave this guy a 10-second IT. Anyway, yeah, these guys are very hypermobile, so you know, they have to nerf that, make sure they can't escape as easily. Again, still annoying, still pretty good, especially with their ults. His skill 1 and skill 2, and he just has a really good kit. I'm not gonna lie, Daima Goku has a really good kit. Next is Perfect Cell. He's probably the top of bar right. Again, this character, if they made his first form actually good, he would be like slut tier. Not even joking. Him transformed, he's really good. Like, he's so unkillable. He's just extremely tanky. Very, very, very good once he's actually perfect. But first form Cell does no. He's no. Next is Android 17, who he might actually be in slut right now, because 17's actually very annoying. I'm not gonna lie, especially on healing attack. Well, I mean, they fixed the bug, but there's like a bug where, like, if you used his skill 1 and there was like healing attack, you'd be debuffed and all that extra shit. But yeah, he's still very good at countering characters like you know, Frieza, Not really Boo. I mean, Frieza also has his stun. He has his stun. He has his stun. But you know, we'll get to those guys later. But very good at countering. You know, him, especially with the healing attack. If you're at boss, just pop your ult so they can't heal for a certain period of time. So that healing attack is kind of, you know, just useless and shit. But I feel like he's good. He's very mobile too. He also has the double gauge thing where he can reuse a command, kind of like Trunks does. But Trunks has to get a kill. He just has to have his gauge up. So, next is Hit, who I also think is slut tier. I feel like Hit is not the man he used to be. He's like hanging on to slut tier right now. He's that one nerf to his invis really like fucked him, like genuinely fucked him. He's nowhere near as good as he was a couple seasons ago, but he's still very good. Like, he's still very usable, does a lot of damage, you know, invis and still bush camping, all that assassination bullshit that he can do, lowers field of view. Like, he's like a mix of like Krillin and Trunks, bro, or Krillin and 18, I guess you could say. Assassination type and then like blinding type, you know, some shit like that. This is the Gammas. They just, not having a secure, man. They're just, I think the Gammas are just cool. I don't know. Like, not having a secure nowadays is just bad. Like, they don't do much. I mean, sure, their ult is good once you have level 11, but that's only a one-time thing, and if you don't get that boss when you do it, you're fucked. Like, I don't know, like, no one is using the Gamma. I feel like the Gammas out of every character here besides the Gammas and 18, those are the least used DPSs. I see more Deborahs and Bojacks than I see Gammas. It's just not like last season, it was the season for the Gammas. This season, not so much. Same thing for Boo. Like, they were really high up last season for a reason, and it's just like this season is no. Next is Kale. I mean, Kale is, I guess I put him in ball right. I feel like Kale, her skill 3 into skill 1 combo is disgusting, especially with skill 1 boost. The only problem is her ult is doo-doo garbage buns. That shit is cheeks. Her ult sucks. Especially when some niggas like him can just say, uh-oh, fuck your ult, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you're not really using her for skill 1 and skill 3, and that actually does nuke people. Her mobility is what kills her, though. That's what puts her down this low. Now we got our first terrorist. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why he's getting nerfed. I think he is the best DPS in the game, and it's actually not even close. I'm gonna be real, it's not even close. You know, I can just build out the terrorist tier right here. The best DPS in the game, the second best DPS in the game, the best tech in the game, the second best tech in the game. Ultimate Gohan, I still do think he's a terrorist. He's actually getting reworked too, by the way. Who is next? Oop, Bardocky and God Vegeta. I think all these guys are terrorists, and the reason why is, let's see. Skill 1 boost broken, skill 1 boost broken, superstar broken, infinite IT, infinite range. You can't touch these guys, you can't kill them, they're everywhere. Kid Buu, healing attack. Oh yeah, healing attack, sorry, healing attack. He's not the best for healing attack. He's also not the best for healing, but you just keep getting stunned instantly with this. Oh my god, I hate playing, especially when I'm tank and I can't do any damage to him. I hate playing against this Ultimate Gohan. I really want him gutted. Like, just make him not usable, man. I don't even think, no one's even like using him like that, and I still think, I just hate Ultimate Gohan. I just hate him. Bardock is the best tank in the game. He just takes no damage, and then obviously can Icarus / top Pai out of everything. He has his AoE bring in, which can pair well with Dragon Fist or the God Kamehameha. Skill 1 hits like a truck, especially on skill 1 boost, and the skill 3 is a get in, get out type of thing. You can get in to kill people, get out to kill, just whatever you need to do. And then God Vegeta his God Bind, his God Pull, his ult, like everything about him is just good. He is a little bit worse because of the nerfs, but I still put him in Terrorist there. I feel like he could be nerfed a little bit more. You know, just nerf everyone up here. Especially the Frieza's skill 1. He might actually have one of the hardest hitting skill 1s out of all the techs. Like he's like a mini DPS. This guy hits hard. He hits hard. And then Kid Boo's ult's really good for the debuff and stuff. Kid Boo is just not fun. These guys both can stun too. He can stun. Like everyone just stuns. Everyone stuns. You get a stun it. You get a stun. You know what I'm saying? So, Gotenks. I feel like Gotenks is just annoying. He's not bad, but he's not like super meta. I feel like Gotenks is good, but he has to do so much to stun with his skill 1 skill 2 compared to what other people have to do. And it's just not nearly as, like, his skill 2 stun is a lot more guaranteed. His skill 2 stun's a lot more guaranteed. Like, you only have to hit it once. You have to wait for his thing to come out, and then you have to hit the last proc of it to actually stun. His ult is pretty good. Galactic Donuts is decent. Galactic Donuts is pretty good on, like, healing attack or, like, boosted skill 1, because obviously you're going to be running with these two guys. So, yeah, I think Gotenks is good. He's just, he's like, what is that, top 5, top 7, top 6, something like that, techs in the game. Topo is just a character, I guess. I don't know. I'd probably rather have Dabura than Topo, not gonna lie. No, because at least Topo can hit the bosses. Dabura does nothing to bosses. He's solely just a killing person. But, Topo, they did buff him. I feel like he's just so squishy, man. And like his God of Destruction marks, they just kind of like do. I mean, unless you're on boss. If you're on boss, you're doing a lot of shit. But if you're not on boss, you might as well just, move on to the next one. Next character is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I think he's the next best tank in the game. I feel like he does a lot right with his skill 3, being able to like protect or push or whatever. Skill 2 being able to kick. His skill 1 is probably his biggest limiting factor, and that's what's boosted this season. He also has no AoEs besides the skill 1, which doesn't really heal that much, so healing attack isn't that good for him. But if you do run up against a boosted skill 1, you can skill 3 for him to, help you with that. So I feel like he's like actually decent, but there's just a couple of only 2 better tanks in the game than him. Next is Broly, who I feel like is fucking terrible. Cruddy. We're gonna change this to Cruddy. I feel like these DPSs are kind of just cruddy. Like Broly, he can do a lot of damage, but damn does he take a lot of damage too. Build him full defensively, still gets melted. Build him full offensively, melts, but still gets melted. Like you can do whatever you want with Broly, but he's still just. And then once, like, there's some times where he just nukes, but then there's other times where you're like, I'm going full red. Why is he doing 0 damage? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, he's very situational and just not too good. Skill 1 boost is decent for him, but his is a charge skill 1, so it's, yeah, sure, Super Saiyan 3 Goku's a charge skill attack, but guess what? He can shoot that from 14 years behind you, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's actually seeing into the future when he does his shit. Broly's just like, where you guys at? And his gauge is so dog shit, they need to rework that gauge. That gauge is fucking buns. Please rework that gauge to make Broly actually decent. Next is Vegito. I feel like Vegito might be a slut tier. To be honest, I think all these guys are slut tier. I would put, I feel like this guy's just annoying. I don't know. This kid Goku, he's not, I don't think he's slut tier. And the reason why I don't think he's slut tier is because, first of all, nobody's using him, but he had, again, there's a bunch of bugs with him, and I'll get to the other DPSs soon, but there's a bunch of bugs with him that kind of like made it unfun to play, and he's also just kind of like weird with his skill 1 that you can't like, you know, charge it up or it has to go this amount of distance, you know, like it's not, like you have to be a certain distance away from somebody to get like the base effect or something, which is kind of weird because like, you know, sure at the tip with this guy it's a lot worse than at the base, but guess what, he can just teleport to be at the base, you know what I'm saying? And this guy is mostly the same uniform until like you get to the tip, but you can, you know, Kaioken up to somebody. But this guy, it's like you have to where is he? You have to like stay behind and stay back a little bit to make sure they're in the middle of the actual fucking circle, you know. So it's he's weird. His skill 2, the Nyoibo, that's pretty good though. I will say that's like one of his best moves. The rock paper scissors is kind of and then his ult hits. Sometimes his ult like nukes, like I'll be melted, but sometimes it's like it does no damage and I'll be like, I don't even have defense step. What happened? I don't know if it's bugged or not or something, but it's weird. He's just a weird character. They need to put a little bit more love into him, kind of like how they did with this guy, but you know, make sure they buff the right things instead of buffing Nyoibo, which I think that's what they're doing this patch. Kefla's very annoying still, has her infinite vanishes basically. I mean, even if it's toned down, she can still vanish like 50 billion times. Trying to think, is there anything else I need to say about her? Like, she's just very good. I do think she's the third best DPS in the game. Doesn't matter. I mean, she's very good for healing attack because her fucking big orb and then those her skill 1's pretty good. Like, she's just a very good DPS. Also very annoying because these characters you use for boss, right? You use their ults for boss, but these are the characters that you normally get solo ulted by. Like the amount of times I've been solo ulted by these 3 characters, it's like, oh my god. And then he's also a solo ult demon. Like you, like for some reason up at high rank, I guess, or whatever rank I'm at, they just be throwing out ults just willy nilly. And then you have these guys that go for bosses with again. But the last person is Super Vegito, and he's just really good. I mean, he doesn't excel at anything besides like maybe health. His health is really good. He can transform just anytime he wants to. His ult is very good. I'm not gonna lie, he has a really good ult, and his range is insane. For being a melee character, they gave him a lot of range that, you know, people like Topo and Topo and Broly and Bojack wish they had, but they kind of do. Only problem is he actually can tank hits. You 3 cannot. You 3 cannot tank hits. He can, and him with Baby, those 2 go crazy together because you can't escape him, especially with his skill 2 being long as shit too. So I feel like Super Vegito's in a really good spot as of right now. And then the next character to come out would be Bulma. Yeah, it would be Bulma. We already know about her kit and stuff. I mean, just going off of her kit, she'd be a terrorist. I think they need to nerf her already. But they do this with every character they drop. Literally, every character. I mean, nerf after the release, nerf after the release, nerf after the release. Oh, sorry, nerfed after release, buffed after release, nerfed after the release, buffed after release, nerfed after release a little bit. It took them forever to do that, but nerfed and then nerfed. I mean, you see, like, they've been nerfing a bunch of characters. They have not touched Uber. So, you know, I mean, I'll keep parading to say, I don't think he's a terrorist yet, but I think he needs to be nerfed. Don't get me wrong. He needs to be nerfed. And I'm really talking about his ult. His ult is what really needs to be nerfed. But, yeah, that's my Genshin tier list. I'll do another one. I don't know how soon, but I will do another one. When Bulma comes out and I get my hands on her. It takes me a while, but you know, I gotta form my opinion based off how I play against other people. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you on the next one.